What is a leader? Perhaps more importantly, what makes a good leader? It's a question Rusthilt has been thinking about often, and one Ruka seems to bring up occasionally. He has on multiple occasions told his friends, his crew, to turn and fight numbers of enemies far beyond their skill and their own numbers alone. They have ended up bloody, broken, and unconscious more times in the past week than they ever have, simply because Rusthilt commanded it, and they, in turn, listened. Such grand visions of revenge and righteous justice consume Rusthilt daily, but his actions are brash, quick, and without thought. That is no leader, and that will not bring him peace and happiness. But they continue to push on, and those by his side continue to listen and obey. Sat in his house in Squind, tending to a scar from one such recent battle, he openly wonders, am I meant to be a leader? Or was I meant to die with my family? After a treacherous journey, we've arrived back at the tiny settlement, not too far to the east of the hub. Well, a decent journey. Along the way, we actually made a little bit of a stop at the way station to save our lives because we were about to die, but it's finally time for us to loot the hell out of this place. At least that is the plan. Wow, they move really fast. I forgot that. I forgot how fast they actually move. And we're actually here during the day, which is awesome, because if we're here during the day... What? Oh, they're going through the house. If we're here during the day, we can see a whole lot more stuff. So let's go ahead and start grabbing everything that we want here. Fuel, building materials, iron bars, all that stuff. All of that would be insanely useful. Wait. Oh, that's Ruka. I don't know why she's not immediately stacking them, though. Let's put this in her inventory. Let's rearrange that. And we'll just keep picking things up and hope that she's not dumb enough to not stack it in her backpack. Yeah, there we go. I guess we just had to get it in there. But yeah, we've got a bunch of good stuff lying around that we weren't able to pick up last time around. My worry, though, and don't think I'm not worried about it, because I certainly am, is going to be bringing all this stuff back. If it weighs us down to the point of being unable to outrun people, we're going to have to make some quick decisions to drop things. If we need to. Can I put this here? No. But I might be able to put this here. Rearrange. Maybe not. Alright, that's fine. Let's get Rusthilt over here now. And let's pick this up. But we should be ready. We should be ready to make emergency changes. And be okay with dropping things. The sooner we drop things during combat, also the better off we're going to be. Alright. So we've got, I think, most of the good stuff. But let's keep moving. And I'm sure there's a thrill right now happening for all of them, just to be able to grab all of this stuff and really feel like this could be what kicks off a greater inter-party economy, where we're able to build better things. Maybe even think about, not anytime soon, but think about heading off to make our own settlement at some point. It's a possibility is all I'm saying. Okay. Next, we want to head back to the Holy Nation outpost. That's the big thing. So we've taken this tiny settlement basically for all it's worth. Actually, before we do, Flesh Cleaver. What is the Flesh Cleaver? Maybe a weapon left behind by those who attacked. You don't typically call something a Flesh Cleaver. Usually you call it like a Meat Cleaver. Ruka has no room. Nothing. All right, Rusthilt, you come get it. You have plenty of room. Flesh Cleaver. Hacker class. Cutting damage. Blood loss 0.5. Multiplier. Armor penetration. Damage versus robots. Damage versus humans is really good. Does it show me what I need to wield this, like, strength-wise? So if we wanted to trade this to our dear friend here and equip it, Maybe we'll just drop this thing, because it's of shoddy grade, right? All right, let's move. I don't know why it's being weird. It's blunt. Blood loss is 1. I'm trying to compare it, but comparing these things is a pain. 0.5 cutting damage, 0.35 cutting damage, but it's smaller. A nasty weapon designed for hacking through meat. The crude bluntness of the weapon means victims don't bleed to death so often, they just get hacked and maimed. Manufactured by Ancient. This weapon dates back to the Old Empire. It's not great, but it says something that it lasted this long. It's been refitted and sharpened in recent times and still holds a good edge. I mean, this thing is blunt and cutting. This does less damage, but I assume it's faster. Where's the attack speed? It weighs significantly less, at the very least. What if we go here? Open it. Rust Tilt is... Oh, he's doing the medic thing. Wait, Rust Tilt, come back for a second. I want you to take the plank. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to let Ruka have this for now. It's a little bit more manageable. It still has that nasty wide edge that I really like. And I think we can make that work. Why don't we keep the first aid kit out, the splint kit out, the food, swap over, do that, open this just to make sure. Where did it all go? Didn't he pick stuff up? Maybe not. Damaged book. I wonder if the damaged book is worth anything. Let's send Hobbes in to grab it. We could at least sell it off. And any opportunity to make money here in the Wasteland is one that we want to take. All right, we have a part 2 to this journey. It might even be a part 3 at some point, but let's regroup and let's send them to the ruined Holy Nation outpost. Now this is going to be a dangerous trek. We're going to be moving a lot slower than normal. We're going to be carrying a lot of valuable stuff. And if we get picked off or we get seen, we have to make a judgment call whether to ditch our stuff and run and come back, or see, maybe we can outrun them and run for our lives. We could always turn off who runs stay all the same speed and have everybody, whoever runs faster, move ahead. There was a bunch of blood over there as well. That's where we had our gigantic battle. I don't think it's worth swinging out that way. It looks like the Garu are gone. Rolling into the fields, Rust Hilt, Hobbes, and Ruka probably keep their eyes wide, darting around, keeping an eye out for any wild animals that may come and make their lives a living hell. Funny how herbivores are angered by nothing but movement. Makes it a little dangerous to travel the borderlands rather. I was gonna say the Great Wastes. That's not quite it. The borderlands. But still something that I would like to stay alert for. But the trek has only begun. Back into the Great Borderlands. Rust Hilt, Ruka, and Hobbes begin to make headway toward an abandoned, ruined Holy Nation outpost. The people Rust Hilt hates the most. Maybe they left something of value that he can use against them in future times. Fingers crossed, anyway. What pleasure it would bring to end the lives of those who killed his parents with the very weapon that those who did such a heinous deed used to kill his own family. Looks like not too far out, we've got an escaped servant. Actually, it's not worth mentioning at all. Over the horizons, it lays before us. The ruined outpost. The thought does cross their mind, though. While we are going to loot the hell out of it, what if, just in the back of our thoughts, postulating a little bit, what if we took this for ourselves and rebuilt it? For our own. I don't know if that's possible, but I feel like it probably is. But let's see what we've got around here, waiting for us to scoop up. There's a gate. I don't know if we can actually finagle with this gate. I don't think we can. And there doesn't seem to be much in the way of weapons or supplies. Whoa, perhaps I was wrong. Okay, let's take the ninja blade. Iron plate's worth grabbing at some point, but first, what was assumingly their trading tower initially. Ooh, what is this? That's a turret. A mounted crossbow. Well, for now, why don't we just throw Oh, I'm stuck? There we go. Why don't we just throw Hobbes on this thing? Just have him keep an eye out in case we get attacked. I doubt we will, but you never know. I don't know if there's a particular stat useful for that, though. I imagine turrets or crossbows is either one, and Hobbes is not the greatest at it, so Hobbes, let's not have you be doing that. Rust Tilt is technically the best on turrets, though it might still count as a crossbow. But let's head inside. Let's not waste time. I don't know what gray means. Does that mean it's unattainable or just not good? Stepping into the tower that they use for training, Ruka and Hobbes see weapons lying around. Perhaps the heart gets beating just for a moment. A little excitement glitters in their eye. New weapons. But the more they inspect them, the more they realize, perhaps because of the collapsed building, perhaps because of the weather, or perhaps just because they're old, these weapons are not worth much. And in turn, this entire rundown outpost doesn't seem to be worth all that much. We have a mercenary club. I'm not quite sure what that is. Could be neat. Blunt weapon, armor penetration, damage versus robots may be useful at some point. No blood loss, really. Blunt damage is okay. Cutting damage is not good. But it's got a really, really high value. As most of these weapons do, actually. I don't think we can stack weapons on top of one another, but I'm going to give it a damn try. Not quite. What about a long cleaver? No? We'll take the other ninja blade. If anything, we're going to make some money off of it. And let's send them back here. I think we head back towards Squin. Excuse me, what is that? Is that a bridge? A bridge that leads where? I'm not really primed to explore that quite yet. It might just be a passageway that was built to get over a gap over time. I figured maybe it was for this place, but I don't think so. Back to Squin. You alright? Everything good on your end, homie? Hopefully. Well, leaving this little outpost, maybe a little disappointed in what they found. They can't be entirely disappointed with the trip in general. What an amount of things they've made. And what money they could make from here on out. Only one way to find out. It's at this point Rust Tilt calls a halt to their movement. Not because he doesn't want to get home, but because he's been and we've all traveled this road many times. And if we open our map, we keep crossing by here. This camp keeps trying to stop us, to take our money or kill us because we just ignore them. And usually we can outrun them. However, right now we can't. So I think our best bet, and Rust Tilt proposes this idea, is to head down the cliff if he can, and maybe work his way around them. I just don't know if that's something these guys are going to do, or if they're just going to head right towards the camp like that. So we're sneaking. We can't be seen. And the dust bandits are all right there. And you can see they all have pretty damn high defenses, 21. Their attack isn't great, but because their defense is so good, it doesn't really matter. So they have such an opportunistic place. They're very smart for setting up camp here because anybody who travels the roads is going to have to come by. And that's not something we want to deal with. Not right now. Usually we can outrun them, but not currently. Not with our loadout. So I think we need to double back. I think we're going to unsneak. I think we're going to double back. And try and find a way down and around that we can appreciate. Maybe down this way. We can work our way around and kind of cross that little watering river. It looks like a river at the very least. And get across that way. The goal is for it to be a safer passage. But the wildlife in this world can have a different opinion. Even herbivores are willing to just devour you should you move too much. Very defensive herbivores, I must say. So what if we say go down there? Will they? Will they make it down there? And then we can walk up. We might be able to get to the hub, actually. Because if we can get to the hub, we can definitely get to Squin relatively safely. Yeah, they can get to the hub from here. It's a little bit of a different walk, and Ruka's quite a bit ahead, so let's hold off. All right, there we go. I just want them all to be walking within a group. We'll only separate if needed, but I can't have a straggler getting caught out and just being surrounded before I know what to do. Plenty of times I've turned corners and have hit a group or a couple of well-armed, dangerous individuals that I'd rather not deal with now. And while I enjoy the cinematic camera angle, right now it's about safety for our crew. We want to get them back with the tools and equipment that they've found. There's money to be made. Ah, and there are those old familiar walls. And that one spinning windmill generator. We should come back to the hub more often, though. The Shinobi Tower is there, and they've got some of the best, if not the best backpacks in the game. I think that should be a long-term purchase. I think it's 15 grand, though, to buy one of their incredibly good backpacks. And while it's really, that's really, really nice, it's not where we need to be going. A rebel base, huh? Not going to worry about that right now. And now we're going to swing back to Squin. And Admag is actually to the west, another big city. And that's another place I'd like to go to. We may try and make that trip on this journey, on this recording session anyway. Just to see what's there. Could be dangerous, but I'm willing to make that risk. See what's there. The further we push out, the more we can see what's in our surrounding area. And we can make good judgment calls at that point. Also, I hope that they are gaining quite a bit of strength. You're carrying quite a lot. Is it even going up? Yep, strength is going up. Athletics is probably going up pretty quickly, too. And the same can go for Hobbes, who has a while to go yet to catch up with the rest of them, but his strength is going up at a quicker pace, which is, it makes sense. Let's not look at our inventory. We're in the middle of the borderlands, shall we? I'll end up getting killed in the process because I'm not paying enough attention. Like an idiot. There she is. Home sweet home, at least for now. Squin. Relief, I'm sure, hits the party. The travel out was much more dangerous than the travel back, which I guess if you had to choose, for this particular adventure anyway, you'd rather have it that way. We had too much to lose here if we were to get into a fight at this point. Nines is doing work, I assume. Yep, there he is. Still doing his thing. His stats have slowly improved. His strength is still not great. His laboring is getting better. His athletics has made quite an improvement, though. Good for you, Nines. We'll squeeze that 6,000 cats you ripped from us out of you eventually. One way or another. All right, let's speed up to ×3. I want to bring these folks home. We're probably going to get our bags checked, so we'll slow down right around here. Let's see what they say. Flatskins flap their gums too much. Flatskin disdain. That's fine. They don't hate us enough to check our bags, at least right now. Let's get everybody in the house. Curious how much food is left. Oh, it's always good to be back in the freaking Squin, man. Even if the world hates us, it's good to be back. Oh, all right. Let's see. Food. We actually still have plenty of food left. Sending Ruka over here to see what we've got in here. 15. Not bad. All right. Well, let's get everybody dumping everything in that we picked up. We'll end up doing something there. I think we'll take the weapon and we'll put the building materials in. That doesn't stack as much as I'd like it to. We might need to start making more stashes for things. Let's take a look. Storage, armor. We have storage for building materials, copper. Can I break this stuff down if I wanted to? We can dismantle it. I'm trying to think a little bit ahead, because if we settle in really heavily here, well, we could always stay here. We don't have to get rid of this place. We own this place. So let's not stress out about it too much, like I am, because I'm dumb. So we've got some copper ore storage. Storage building materials. It requires 1 iron plate. Iron plate storage. Steel bars. Weapon cabinet. and weapon stand. Weapon cabinet, secure storage for all your weapons, and then just a regular storage for all your weapons, in case we get robbed. They both require building materials. I'm not quite sure what the difference is in them. So instead, let's get building materials stored. I'm thinking maybe we store it on the second floor. I don't like that, but I don't know if there's a better place for it. I wonder if we want to just kind of push it up against the wall. We probably don't need it much more than that. And it just requires 1 iron plate. So let's have you take care of that, Ruka. Doesn't say it needs building materials, so don't concern yourself. All right, so we've got that. What else do we want? We've got that for storage, food storage, flour storage, fabric chest, crossbow locker, and armor storage. No. I just need some more basic stuff. Steel bars. I assume it's like the same. Why don't we do a weapon stand for now? And we can keep it near where we sleep. So that way we have them at our available at our every opportunity in case we desperately need it. We'll confirm it. Just 2 building materials for that. So let's have you open it and grab 1, 2. Build. Now the training dummy is missing 1 iron plate. So let's go to Hobbes. Grab an iron plate. And suddenly we're in business, man. Everybody's working on something. We have things to sell, including ore, weaponry, and all that other good stuff. We're going to have a training dummy finished off so we can have people training. It feels good. It feels real good. Let's speed up. Perfect. I don't know what she's doing. But hey, you're done. So if I want to train... There we go. Train. And now we can start storing things here. All right, next stop. Storage. Wait, she can carry maybe dual wielding? Put that in there for now, that in there for now. All right, so we've got 18 building materials stored. And then we have Hobbes Training, even though he doesn't need to be. I'm just going to have him kind of train. I think this only goes up to a max of 5. But at the same time... maybe it's not even doing anything. Yeah, it's probably not even doing anything. Okay. Well, we have that there in case we need it. I think I can have 9s work it if his stats are not good enough. They are. They're just barely good enough. Ruka, let's have you take this. And we're going to run across the street and sell it. Boom. And now we have 5,000 cats to our name. Now, he's selling the Thieves' Backpack at 5,000. I wonder if we're... But the large ones is what we want. I think only in the hub can we get them for like a good price or like the best price. It might be worth sending him out there. Maybe. All right. We don't need to make any big excursions. So I'm going to have what the hell's your name? 9s. I'm going to have you come back. Hobbes, I'm going to send you back out there. It's kind of been your job in the past. You've been very, very good at it. So let's have you do that. I mean, I think we just have to break you out of your AI. 9s, you're done, homie. Come on back, 9s. Yep, there goes Hobbes. Welcome back, buddy. We might be able to equip you with a better weapon now, at the very least. So right now you're wielding a Topper Katana class. Why don't we give you... If you want to stick with something Katana class, this is another Topper. It's already better than yours. Why don't we give you something quick? And a little less scary. And we'll hook you up with the Mercenary Club as your secondary, just in case. And we can take you out to the hub if we wanted to. Can I move you? How do I get you out of this? Well, I think we want to make an excursion to the hub real quick. And I'm going to take 9s with us. And I'm going to let our dear friend Hobbes continue to do the work that he's so good at doing. There's plenty of food for him in here. And I think we have enough food to make the trip. It'd be iffy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to swing out. We're going to buy some food. Ooh, there's a fight happening not too far, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Buy some food. And I think we're going to run out to the hub. I just want to price the backpacks there. We're probably not going to have enough, but we are slowly starting to do some good stuff here. So let's see. 20 nutrition, 328, 603, 1571. Why would I pay 300 for this if it's just 5 less than this? No. Let's just grab a bunch, throw it in the bag. And I want to make another trip to the hub real quick. So off we go. Back into the great borderlands. We'll see how it goes for us. Hopefully good is the answer. But there's no way to know until it happens. Off we go. Hello again, hub. Long time no see. Alright. Let's get them inside. And let's immediately make our way towards the tower. We don't see any slavers or bandits in here, and we don't hear any combat or activity, which is nice. We do have a shinobi thief, I think? He looks all... Yep, looks like a shinobi thief to me. He's malnourished, which is surprising. No, he's hopefully he's not on the verge of death. It's been a while since I've been back in the hub again. We should check the bar. Make sure everybody's still good. Everybody's in here, hopefully, anyway. Yeah, we still got guards, which is always a good sign. Take a look around. Who's that? Stone. You can do one of 3 things, Outlander. Drink up, hire me, or shut up. I'm here for the recruits, and I'm looking for a team. I can handle a turret pretty well if you need it. Turret, not bad. Maybe another time, but not now. Hounds, Heft. I think I've probably talked to Heft. You're trying to rip me off. Hey, I'm going to say forget it. I'm curious. Attack 4. Every single time we come through the hub, Heft says, hey, get me the hell out of here. And every single time I say, sure, but I'm not going to pay you for it. And she insists that she's worth 3,000 cats. I'm not entirely sure she's telling the truth. Being worth 3,000 cats, I've had 9s. I imagine, you know, when she offers herself for 3,000 cats, saying you just have to trust her, both Ruka and Rusthilt, eye 9s. Give him a little bit of a side glare, a knowing one. 9s darts his eyesight away to the wall, then to the floor, and then they look back to her and say, no thank you, and keep moving. They could let 9s cut him free, take the loss and be fine with it, but it wouldn't be worth it. Not that. What do you buy? Looking for something to trade. We have some good stuff here, weapons-wise anyway. Let's see what their backpacks run them. Hey, wait. Small thieves' backpacks. We could afford them. No question. Though we might want to equip somebody else. Better gear. Armor or something along those lines. But nobody here seems to have the big old backpacks I was looking for. Just the small ones. Funny how they only have the small ones, but... Well, we may not have gotten the backpacks we wanted. Which is certainly a shame. There is still benefit here. Better armor. Especially for 9s. He looks like a bit of a mess. And perhaps he may even feel like a mess. But he has better equipment now. We can even take that shirt off if we want. There we go. His armor was almost non-existent. His head armor was just bandana that we had made. His pants, that's it. And no armor on top. Now at the very least he's a black ragged shirt that we paid a little bit of money for. Not the most, but something. That's going to give him a little bit of protection on his right arm, head, and chest. We grab him some pants that give him a little bit of reduction in the acid and give him a little bit of cut and blunt resistance and, of course, a ninja mask to complete the outfit. A little bit of an amalgamation, but it's better than nothing. A bit of a shame. What the heck is that? Excuse me? What are you? Huh. I'm not sure, actually. Interesting. That's a species I haven't seen. Anyway, point being... It wasn't a waste to come here. We got some armor on the cheap. It's not great armor, but it's better than nothing. And we have that to work with. Now the question is the only place to get the backpack that we want from Squin? Well, I think for now, it's kind of our only option. So back to Squin. 9s is going to be running a little slower, but back to Squin. We're going to try and make some money, and I think we're going to try and buy ourselves a decent backpack to throw on Rust-Tilt for now anyway, and hope for the best. His armor still is okay. It's not great, but it's better than everything else that he's worn. We could definitely use some better armor going forward. I just don't know if my next goal should be equipping these guys for better armor or not. Back in Squin, feeling comfy and cozy. Gonna sell what copper ore we've come across so far real quick. Well, let's get everybody up here. There we go. Just want to sell. Let's do business. Rust-Tilt. Can't sell the leg. So yeah, 5,000 cats for this. I think we take it. I think that's something we need to do. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put these backpacks away in the storage for now. Granted, it's going to hurt us on the short term money-wise, but we have plenty of food for now. I actually think our next, as our party discusses with one another what our next move should be, at what point should we worry about expanding or whatnot, I think if we're going to expand, if the idea of growing our little party is going to continue, then the question is who? Who do we recruit and why do we recruit them? Do we want somebody for laboring? Do we want somebody to travel with? Or do we just want to chill and stay with our little group so far? It's tough, because again, Nines has been kind of a disappointment for everybody here, including myself. But just because he's a disappointment initially, doesn't mean that he will be disappointment forever. So we're going to have these sleep after a long day of traveling back and forth. And I think our next step is to explore a little further, push our boundaries even farther. So far we've gone to the east, but we've yet to travel to the west, and AdMag shows itself on the map. There are people worth grabbing here in Squin, people worth talking to and maybe even paying to work for us for a while, or permanently if that's what they want. But they're all warriors, at least that's what they claim to be. But maybe in AdMag, we'll find some good workers. If we want to expand and push outward beyond Squin, we need more than just one person mining. We need at least 2 or 3. We have ourselves an iron output over here, and we could even build ourselves an iron storage. Maybe we will. Maybe that's what we'll work on now. Future prospects. Not anything that we need to worry about in the immediacy, but having it built wouldn't be a bad thing. Or, unless this is just, now that I think about it, it's copper. Storage copper, okay. Storage, yeah, I guess it's just ore. Only needs 1 iron plate, and we can actually keep it pretty close to the other one. Like so. Let's get Rust-Tilt up real quick. We could also go super cheap and pick up that $3,000 person. She does want an escape. We can escape her by hiring her and costing her indentured servitude. If we're going to pay $3,000 for whatever debts or bounty she feels she has on herself, then we need to make sure she's making that up. Everyone earns their keep in the Forgotten Folk. Everyone earns their keep. They'll be damned if we don't. So, with that said, let's continue on and see what's at AdMag. What waits to the west? Well, one can only find out by going there. The Sten Desert. Well, it seems like we're crossing into other territory now. We're past the borderlands and in the Sten Desert, which means creatures I don't know. Hopefully, because it's a desert, I'll be able to see great distances before it worries before I have to worry about being murdered or eaten by wildlife or worse, enslaved. But still, this does concern me. Who are you? Shek fighter from the Shek Kingdom. Well, I have no interest in fighting you, and if I have to, Nines. That also rests in the back of Ruka's mind. Unlikely to be Rust-Tilt's. He's perhaps still a little too naive or warm-blooded and hearted here in the wasteland. But in Ruka's mind, we discovered a ruin. if we have to run, and if they catch up to us, do they just leave 9s behind? The newest of the crew. It's a tough question. Maybe even not answerable. And at the moment, it's not something they need to answer. There's ruins. Ruins of a sort. I'm a little worried. Oh my goodness. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is this? Well, other than obviously ruins. An old settlement, long forgotten and almost completely devoured by nature. But we have rusty chainmail. That's blue quality? Raw stone? Raw stone. Well, wait. Come back, come back. I don't want you grabbing raw stone if it's not going to help you. Medium armor. Medium armor. Blackened chain shirt. Rusty chainmail. Blunt cut. 6/16/60. 8/20/60. So it's not as good. Has some harpoon resistance. I'm assuming it's less heavy. No, it's more heavy. And that raw stone is freaking heavy. All right, well, we could sell it. It's worth a lot of money. Is it because of the coverage? Yeah, it covers all the arms. I think it might be worth putting that on Ruka for now. And then we could send this to maybe 9s? Learn to run with armor on. It'll help him in the long run. Okay. Well, what else we got around here? Some raw iron. I want everybody nearby before we start grabbing things. No, not raw stone. I'm sure raw stone is supremely valuable, and there's people going to be mad at me for not taking it. But it's just so much space, and we know where the ruins are now, so we can come back for it. Ooh, the ominous music as we explore what was once a settlement of a sort. A guard tower. This all feels very, very long forgotten. By time. By weather. Whoa, we've got movement. Somebody else sees the ruins as well. Another Shek fighter. A lot of Shek in the Grand Desert. Hopefully having 9s and Ruka with me will buy me time if I need to. But we still need to go to Admag. See what's there. Let's not stop here. 9s, I swear, man, I will leave you behind. I'm just letting you know. Is that Admag right there? Was it just kind of across the gulch? Yeah, that must be it. Admag. Well, what oh what does this place hold for our friends? I don't know if it's friendly. It's Shek. That's not a bad thing. Hello, my friends. We actually are legal residents of Squin. We have been traveling for about a half a day to see what this city's all about. And I'm glad to see you don't particularly mind that we're here. You've got a bar and another bar, but this one with beds. I assume this is the police station. You got Mark III training dummies here. Holy crap. A guard tower, maybe. We should see what's over here. Another guard tower. Wow, you guys are well fortified. And what looks like just a basin maybe to get over to here. And another one over here. You are heavily fortified, well kept. And there's a tower I could have maybe grabbed for 21,000. I mean, the only thing we could have grabbed here was a tower, but Admag is a secure little place. All right, well, let's swing into the bar. Evening, folks. Evening. Got things to sell. I mean, sure, drifter's boots. Oh, that's him. Never mind. We'll keep that in our inventory just to make them work out a little bit. Sell value, minus 50%. Unfortunate. Not really worth it. Yeah, nothing here that we want to buy. Are you looking for recruits, flat skin? Yeah. I'll join you for 3,000 cats. I don't have that kind of money. That seems to be anybody who's worth talking to here, but somebody else who's cheap and a little bit closer than the hub. Or is it closer than the hub, actually? Might not be. No, I think it's a little further than the hub, actually. But it's another Shek. Rusthilt and the Sheks, apparently. Rain the Giant, you warrior outcast? I don't want to handle myself in a fight. A tolerable answer. Need an extra blade? Rain the Giant, pure Shek warrior, 7,500 cats. Got any skills? You'll, nope. I have no money for you. 7,500's a bunch. Looking to join up? Not interested. It's for 6,000, not interested. And just some food and the like here. Jin, I want to be able to fight, to earn my way to the afterlife, to Gateway. But here, a servant can never fight. Sure, you can fight with us. Gratitude, but my lord still owns me. Just run away with me? It would be unwise to steal from a Shek warrior, Flatskin. But I can't afford to pay for that. Well, run away. We'll fight them together, man. All right. Well, there's another person here who might be worth grabbing. For 3,000 cats, he actually has a 5 attack. That's not bad compared to the other 2 that are worth 3,000 cats. Interesting, interesting. All right, let's swing in here. I'm curious what's in here. I assume it's a police place, but I want to really explore AdMag real quick. And I'm sure he's also very, very eager. The stone golem saves her energies for the art of combat, not the art of gun flapping, as my lady describes it. And that's why I'm here. What do you want, outsider? Make it quick. Propose an alliance. An alliance, you say? He stifles an odd-looking grin. The Shek do not need help. They win their battles by their own sword, and they don't win them at all. Or they don't win them all. It is one or the other. And the Shek Kingdom alliances are not handed out to nobody's sake, like sake in a swamp. I don't know who these people are, so I don't... This is Ruka talking, so maybe Ruka does know. Took care of Phoenix for you? Or the Bugmaster, for that matter. I'll sing your praise until death takes me. So if we take care of a couple of problems, Beastmaster or Phoenix, then I guess we're good. Interesting. It's almost like this is a home base for the Shek Kingdom, where Squin is more like an outpost city. At least that's how it seems. Nothing here for you, Flatskin? Alright, sorry, I'll leave. Yeah. I'm leaving, dude. Yep, thank you. Yeah, and they don't like us popping in and talking to them. Alright, well, I think our next goal is at least somewhat clear. Money to buy or hire a 5th. Somebody that's willing to put in the work. Rusthilt is no leader. But with Ruka by his side, he's found himself more confident than he's ever been. She speaks words of strength, passion to him, and he listens. For the first time, somebody's not telling him to tend to the fields or repair the house. Instead, somebody's telling him what a great warrior he'll be, how confidence makes a warrior, and that standing in battle as he has, even when he falls, shows promise and honor. Ruka has been whispering the words of the Shek into Rusthilt. Ruka owes Rusthilt quite a lot. She swore himself to him. But is Ruka starting to take a liking to Rusthilt? And is more blossoming between the two, if only to make Rusthilt a true warrior and leader that she could see him to be.